check this out, folks. I have got a really great article for y'all, great off the Gateway Pundit, and it's about President Trump. He made a call today um, to Ashley Babbitt's mother, one of the ladies that was shot at the J6 event, and he's going to be calling back and talking to the protesters outside the DC Gulag. It's actually got a live feed over there right now on the Gateway Pundit. I don't know how long the live feed will be up, but it's in the link in the description down below. It's the last video on this article. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to read a little bit of it to you. And then I'm going to play you the minute and a half video of Trump calling and talking to this poor victim's mother. And we'll just go ahead and play it out from there. Like I said, if you want to watch the full live feed of the protest outside going on there, and wait, I'm guessing, I guess waiting on a phone call or talking to some of the DC um, Gulag prisoners. We'll just have to see. I haven't had a chance to watch a lot of that live yet, but let's go ahead and get into it. It says we're with you. We're working on a lot of different people on this. Breaking now, President Trump calls protesters outside the D.C. gulags during nightly vigil. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit here. It says, welcome, President Trump will be calling at 7:30 Eastern Time to address the J6 political hostages. It says, for several weeks now, well, scrolled a little too far, but let me back up just a hair. So for several weeks now, Mickey Whithoff, the mother of deceased Capitol protester Ashley Babbitt, has held a nightly protest outside Washington, D.C. prison and political prison Gulag. Now, the Gulag is a Gateway Pundit's term for it. I can't think of a better term, but at any rate, let me get back to the article. It says on Tuesday, President Trump called Mickey and the protest crowd outside the D.C. Gulag. The speakers were blaring, so so hopefully the abused political prisoners inside could hear him. It was incredible. Now let me read a little bit more down here before I get into this. It says, I'm gonna go ahead and let you hear it instead of me read it to you. Much better. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Right now, you are on live stream with different countries, and our crowd outside is calling you on.
Okay. Well, Mickey, it's an honor to be with you and to everybody listening. It's a terrible thing that has happened to a lot of people that are being treated very, very unfairly. We love Ashley, and it was so horrible what happened to her. That man shot Ashley as a disgrace, and then he goes on television, and it looked like he was actually bragging about it. There's never been a thing like this has happened in our country, and I just want to tell everybody that's listening, we're with you. We're working with a lot of different people on this, and we can't let this happen. This has never happened before. You look at all of the riots that took place for the last long period of time, not just in 2020, the last long period of time, and almost nothing has happened to those people. And what they're doing here is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to our country, and it just cannot be allowed to happen, and it cannot be allowed to continue. So I just want to say to everybody, everybody's working on it, and I very much appreciate, Mickey, you're asking me to just speak to everybody, but we cannot allow this to happen to our country. So God bless everybody. We are working very hard.
Thank you for calling President Trump. I know the men inside appreciate you, as I do as well.
And say hello to everybody.
We're here right now, so you did draw us some attention, President Trump. Thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you in the future. God bless you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Wow, folks, did y'all catch that? Right there at the end, there was a protester that had a cardboard sign with something written on a marker with it. I never did actually catch what was on the sign, but they were trying to get in the video feed while conversation was going on. They were trying to, I don't know what you call that. I call them carpetbaggers. Anybody tries to get into somebody else's video feed just for your own little political position, that's a little bit of an encroachment. I think it was sorry as crap. Let's go ahead and watch that again. In case y'all missed it, this is the best part for me. Not just that Trump cares about the J6ers, because that does matter. A lot of people like Mitch McConnell are throwing a fit about the fact that he said he's probably going to pardon these folks when he gets back in office. They don't want to hear. They don't want to talk about that yet. But at any rate, back to the subject. About looks like about 6 or 8 patriots standing there listening to the phone call. What they would call the protesters obviously had some counter protesters there as well, who showed up with at least one sign. And because the guys with the flags stood up and put their flags up, prevented all of this video footage from being ruined by a piece of cardboard and some idiot wokester in the background. Somebody with that orange man badge. That's disrespectful to this lady. And anybody that's out there trying to let people know that her daughter was killed unjustly and nobody's being held accountable for it, I think that's her God-given right to speak up for herself and her family and her fallen child. And it just really irks me to see people think that they have some kind of political grounds to even say anything negative about it there with your cardboard sign. I'm glad to see the American flags blocked out that ugliness from the video. Let's go ahead and watch that again. I'm going to back that up in case y'all missed it. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Everybody keep stepping up. Let's go back and watch it just one more time. But after this video's over, there is another video down at the bottom, and there's a live feed waiting on, I'm guessing, a phone call.
Everybody's working on it, and I very much appreciate, Mickey, you're asking me to just speak to everybody. But we cannot allow this to happen to our country. So God bless everybody. We are working very hard.
Thank you for calling President Trump. I know the men inside appreciate you, as I do as well.
And say hello to everybody.
We're here right now, so you did draw us some attention, President Trump. Thank you so much, and we look forward to working with you in the future. God bless you.
Thank you.
Sound like some patriots about to get pissed off. Some people that care about those people locked up in that building for way too long with no sense of trial. It's a bunch of crap. We all know it. Just my opinion. But figured I'd bring you all that. And like I said, this is just breaking. This just popped up on the Gateway Pundit minutes ago, and there is a live stream of it.
Run around touting freedom and this and that.
As you see here,
You know,
and it's
to
talking
the
to
flag
some of the
of the
protesters.
United States of America,
There we
and
go.
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right. Now there is looks like about a 45-minute live feed on this. If y'all want to get into that, maybe actually longer than that. Now I don't actually know. I haven't really watched the whole thing, but I just want to let everybody know what's going on tonight at the D.C. jail. And just glad to see President Trump is finally starting to mention these guys, and I think it's a good time for him to do it. He should have done it a long time ago, as far as I'm concerned, but I think it's a good time for him to do it, considering they're not going to stop on the attempted prosecution of him. He might as well do all he can for the people that ended up in a bind behind just trying to stand up for what they believed in, which was him and our country. But at any rate, let me go ahead and tell everybody to like, subscribe, share, and throw me a comment down below and tell me what you think about all this stuff. Over and out.